So the big question is, can you convince a man to be with you? Because you know that there is a lot of love, and on his side, maybe there is fears, maybe he's not ready. You don't know what is blocking him exactly. And so you found out this video on YouTube and you ask yourself, how can I really convince this guy to be with me? Because usually everything should be natural. When you come to me, when you watch my videos, when you ask me questions, the first thing that you will tell me is, Alex, I was thinking that love was natural. I was thinking that it's easy to find a guy to be with him when there is love. The thing is, love is not so natural. There is things to learn. There is the psychology, there is the communication, and also the fact that we are all different. So I get it. You want to prove him that you are meant to be together. You want to prove him that there is something to live together. And it will be a shame if you don't experience a real relationship together. The thing is, I received a lot of questions on Instagram, and every time you want to be with him, every time you want to chase him, every time you want to convince a guy, you act in a way that you're very needy and available. And it's normal because it's coming from good intentions. It's coming from the idea that you really want to build something with him. The problem is that he won't be able to explain himself. Especially us men, when it comes to communication, we suck. Sorry, pardon my French, but we really suck. We don't know how to communicate. We don't know how to be vulnerable. We don't know how to explain that we have fears. We have wounds from the past. And basically that our brain will always remember the negativity. So if you come to me and you ask me, but Alex, why is love not so natural and easy? Why is it so difficult to prove to a guy that we are meant to be together? It's exactly what I just told you. There is a lot of fears when it comes to love. There is a lot of wounds from the past, personal wounds, meaning we didn't receive love from our parents. We have a lack of self-confidence. We think that we are not good enough. And there is, of course, the relationship wounds when someone cheated on you, someone just dumped you for no reason, someone ghosted you. All of those wounds are very, very difficult to overcome. If you add to those two reasons the idea that our brain will always remember the negativity, it doesn't make us remember the good things, the good moments with our past relationship. No. It will only make us remember the negativity. That is what will increase the fear of suffering, the fear of not being good enough, the fear of not having a great life. And also, you have to know something, ladies, is that we really value and we really love what we don't have. So when a guy will be a challenge, you will love this idea. The problem is that you become needy, you become available, and it's the same thing for him. He would love for you to be a challenge. He would love for you to show him what you will lose. And so that's why I'm doing all of those videos. And that's why also, of course, I have 5 tips that I want to share with you. Before I share with you those tips, I want to make sure that you will hit the like button and you will subscribe to this channel, because I want to be on your side. And I want to show you that with counterintuitive advice, your love life can be completely different. So if you want to prove to a guy that you are meant to be together, 5 tips I want to show you. Tip number 1, forget about the past. I know you want to show him, we had great moment, we love the same thing, remember, we enjoyed this kind of food and this restaurant, and etc. So you're focusing on what happened between the two of you. And you think that this will make him want to be with you. The problem is that it's the opposite. We need to sell a future. If you want to convince him that you need to be together, it's very important for him to see that you have the same vision. Look, a relationship doesn't mean that we are in jail. Doesn't mean that you need to do everything like I want. Doesn't mean that we have to see each other every single day. I want to travel. I want to build my business. I want to become a fitness girl. Whatever you want to do, guys, it's very important for you to show the future. Because if I'm a guy and we are going in the same direction and we love the same thing and we want to enjoy the life the same way, this time there is no fear. There is not even, you don't even need to convince me. I know we are meant to be together. Or at least I know that there is a journey that we can enjoy together. So this is my tip number 1. Forget about the past, focus on the future. Tip number 2, a guy will always value intimacy. That doesn't mean sex. The fact that you would give him a little nickname, the fact that you would give him some compliment that he never heard before. Remember, if you tell him that his voice is very powerful, if you tell him that you love his masculinity, if you tell him that he has nice vin because he loves to work out, you know what will happen? You will separate yourself from other women. He will go crazy telling himself, wow, she reads my mind. She's giving me a lot of confidence. That doesn't make you needy, because we are not saying, please, I need you. I love you. I can't live without you. No, we are giving him some little nickname. We are also giving him very specific compliment. The compliment that he never had before. And if you tell me, Alex, oh, I love this example, how can I really act with a guy? You have a lot of gift for free in the description box below. You continue in my journey, I will give you a lot of ideas. It's just that I want to be there for you to reverse the dynamic and make him fight for you. So instead of being annoying, I need you, I want you, please, then we become inspiring. So we will be able to show him that we are so different, we are so confident, we love our life, we can connect with him at a deeper level. This is my tip number 2. Tip number 3, we need to accept something that nobody talks about. It's basically the idea that being distant, let a guy develop his feelings. It's kind of like if you can be distant, you will make him feel more love for you, more attraction for you, more consciousness, more feelings. And I know it sounds crazy, but being distant can make this guy be convinced that he needs to be with you. Distance doesn't mean no contact. Doesn't mean that we talk never. No. Distance means sometimes I will let him initiate, sometimes I will let him see my value, and that's it. That's really where we are going right now. So I trust you, and I know that you will be able to create those moments. Tip number 4, it's what I call the vision. Remember what I told you for the tip number 1. If we know where we are going, it gives me trust in you, especially if he's a guy that is scared of commitment, doesn't know what he wants. He wants a very special relationship. The idea that you work on the vision, you will be able to respond to one of the psychological traits that I love and that I focus on during my coaching. It is the feeling of acceptance. This idea is we can look in the same direction and we understand each other. This is the number 1 emotional trigger that will make a guy want to talk to you, that will make a guy just listen to you, and then develop the feelings, of course. So remember, tip number 4, we create a vision and we develop the feeling of acceptance. There is no judgment, we look in the same direction together. Tip number 5. Before I gave you this tip, I really want you to join this community. You need to subscribe, and if you click in the description box below, you will have all the gift to continue the journey with me as your coach. Tip number 5, we need to reinvent the word couple or relationship. Why? Because when we think about couple, arguments, living together, being always together, having always issues for small stuff. No. Now we see the word couple and, relationship in a new way. It's a partnership, partner in crime. We want to enjoy every single second. We want to make sure that we can have our own life. We can create an amazing relationship because we will reinvent ourselves all the time. with new activities, with good communication, with games in between the relationship, to not just only talk when it's wrong, but to talk to improve as well. If you act this way, I can guarantee you that you don't need to convince any guy to be with you. They will feel the deep connection. They will feel the love. And I can guarantee you that you will be able to have great results. So if you want to continue the journey with me, you remember in the description box, you have some gifts. You also have a link if you want me to be your coach. I would be glad to assist you in your journey to get this guy, make him commit, make him convinced to be with you, and to start an amazing relationship, an amazing partnership, because I want us to find a new word, and tell me in the comments if you have an idea, a new word to define relationship that is not only negative for our brain. So I will see you very soon. Remember, you're very strong, ladies, and you can make him be with you. I see you soon.